Hi, everyone. This is David Stroud with Fairway Mortgage and Colorado Home Buying Simplified.
And I'm Randy Simonoff with Keller Williams Action Realty and High Elevation Homes Limited.
Awesome. Excited to be here, guys. So we're going to talk a little bit about Colorado Springs today. So it's no wonder that there are lots of reasons why Colorado Springs is at the top list of most every poll of top cities that you would want to move or live or visit in the United States. So we're going to go through a few of those, some of the few things that Randy and I love about Colorado Springs. And we'd love to hear your comments of what you think, what you love, and maybe some things that you're interested in trying that maybe you didn't know about.
Right on.
So I think first on my list, I love the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo. It's one of the coolest zoos that I've ever been to, and I've been to quite a few, but that's one that I love. Randy, what do you, you've been there, right?
I love the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo. My whole family loves it, and we go at least once a year, I bet. And it's a great sunny day adventure. You're uphill walking. They've got a tramway or a chairlift that can bring you up to a different part of the zoo. It's really cool. Just the scenery is fantastic. The animals are well cared for. It's just a great zoo, great for the whole family, and plenty of places to eat along the way as you walk too.
That's for sure. So many. There's a carousel there. There's like places you can actually pet some of the animals. There's a spot where they have like wallabies. I love that spot. And they have some new exhibits too, I think. And obviously there's some situations with COVID-19, right? With the pandemic that where some of the places we're going to mention, it might be limited. And so as far as like what you can and can't do,
right.
But, definitely some places to put on your list of things to do when you can go, when restrictions are lifted.
Absolutely. One of my favorite jaunts, and it's not for the faint at heart, between May and October, is going up to the top of Pikes Peak on the Pikes Peak Highway. You pick that up off of Highway 24, and it's a great ride up. A little scary at times, but once you get to the top, you better not try to run because the oxygen is really depleted and limited up there. You get real dizzy. It's great though.
Absolutely. And there's a train, a cog line. I think it's one of the oldest cog lines, if not the oldest cog line in the U.S. that goes up there. I think there was over a $100 million renovation to that just recently too, and so that's going to be really nice. It's the highest train that you go to in the United States, maybe the world. I'm not sure, maybe not the world, but definitely the United States.
Yeah, and you pick that up right in Manitou Springs. It's really cool.
Yeah, and the donuts. There's the donuts at the top. Those are really cool. Stop in and grab a donut while you're there.
For sure.
Another thing I really like is, of course, I think it has to go without being said, Garden of the Gods. If you're coming to Colorado Springs, you have to go to the Garden of the Gods.
Oh, it's fantastic. I mean, it's an absolute, it's breathtaking. Great hiking for the whole family. It is just awesome. Garden of the Gods is spectacular. And if you catch it during the right times of the day with the sun hitting the rocks just right, it's just absolutely majestic. One of the places my wife and I like to go is Old Colorado City, right in the heart of Colorado Springs on the west side, though. Fantastic little boutique shopping. There's great restaurants. There's Greek dining. There's Italian dining. There's, you name it. There's Hispanic food. You can get everything down there and just take in true culture of Old Colorado City.
And it's great for just walking around and window shopping too, right?
Super cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Another place I like is Red Rock Canyon. And so that's a really great place where you can just, it's, I don't know, I say it's maybe like a child or the stepchild, or cousin, maybe to Garden of the Gods. So it's just lots of red rock there that's really beautiful, and to see the cliffs there, it's just really cool. Lots of hiking trails or biking trails. There's a pretty lake to get there as well. So lots of things to just kind of check out. To maybe a great place for a picnic. There's some pavilions there as well. So.
Right. One of the first places I usually take out-of-town visitors when they're here is the Air Force Academy. Go check out the chapel. Go check out, they have some short videos about the Academy and the United States Air Force that you can see at the Visitor Center. And while you're there, if you feel like putting some miles on the shoes, there are some really great, some very challenging hiking trails that you can pick up right across from the Visitor Center parking lot at the Air Force Academy. Really proud to have that in our locale.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was that, Randy?
We're just really proud to have that in our locale, the Air Force Academy right here.
Absolutely. I think Eagles Peak is one that I really like over there too.
That's a hard hike.
It is, but the view is spectacular when you get
It's
to the
awesome.
shore. All right. And, really just across the street, across the highway from the Air Force Academy, there's this cool little museum. It's a Western museum and mining industry. And so it just kind of shows, of course, Colorado is known for lots of things. One thing is mining. And there was just this old mining museum where they continually add to the different sort of things that they have, different machinery there. So it's kind of a cool thing for people that are maybe a history buff or you wanted to look at different things. And it's a cool spot where you also your kids can do some panning for minerals. And so that's kind of a neat place. And yeah, again, just right across the street, across the freeway from the Air Force Academy.
Yep, absolutely. Another great thing that we have here in Colorado Springs, the Olympic Training Center. Seriously, that's insane. You should go check it out with your kids. You get to see where the Olympians train for all their specific sports. And it's just beautiful grounds. You can walk around there and just be really proud of, our history with the Olympics.
For sure. No, that's a neat place. And yeah, and I understand like there's the weightlifting facility and there's like the swimming stuff. Like there's
Yeah.
you might get a chance to meet some athletes and to see kind of how they experience their day-to-day training and their lifestyle as they're there. And it's cool too is that we have people that live or they work here in the Springs too, who are former Olympic athletes. And so that's neat to be able to kind of see what they've done. Now, if we're going to go back toward Garden of the Gods, there's a place called Rockledge Ranch. It's a historical site. You can step back in time almost and see how a real working farm operates and give your kids or your family a chance to pet some different kind of animals and see horses and pigs and chickens and goats and sheep. And it's just really a neat place and it's very well manicured and taken care of. And there's lots of, again, I think there's a theme we've been mentioning here. It's hiking or walking. There's lots of things to do in the outdoors here. And that's just another place with lots of different trails to go and check out.
Yep, for sure. I mean, there's just so many things. We could go on and on about this list. So many things to do here in Colorado Springs and surrounding areas. If you love summer jaunts and hiking in the summer or even in the winter, it doesn't matter. We have year-round activities here for the whole family. And it's just, what a great place to live.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. Tons more to talk about. If you have some of your favorites, maybe we missed, it sounds silly to say that, right? But yeah, let us know. Comment. And if you have questions about Colorado Springs, about purchasing homes here or selling, please speak with Randy or myself. We would love to help.
Thank you.